final game of the regular season. For some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Van Fleet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Alperon Şengün out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. And Houston has possession, following the score by Los Angeles. And that one's good for Brooks.
And give Brooks credit. I mean, the defense put up a stiff challenge, and in the end, he gets the better of the matchup with great offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Thompson, doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. And here are the Lakers. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
It's the confidence of Austin Reeves. He just knows what his shot is.
Thompson outside. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Şengün. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Here's Van Vliet. Doncic pulls down the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. From the baseline, the shot by James, no good. He gets it in there. James has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Making the D look helpless. James is just locked in once he gets this close.
On the wing, Green. And stolen by Reeves. Now the Lakers moving it up. Thompson with a steal. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Just 5 to shoot. Şengün, the screen from behind the arc. And Thompson gets the 3. Thompson's got 5 now.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Here's Doncic. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Van Vliet. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Reeves. Over Thompson. And the Lakers get it back. Back to James. Doncic with it. 4-3. He can't hit that time. Reeves against Thompson. Brooks a screen on Reeves. Here's Thompson. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Hachimura. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, Hachimura's inside-out scoring ability is what makes him so valuable to their offense.
Thompson outside. Doncic against Van Vliet. Şengün, a screen on Doncic. Here's Van Vliet. Doncic grabs the miss.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Basket's good.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Rockets trail by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Green. That shot off. Reeves with some nice D. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Back to Hayes. And there's James from the arc. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's Los Angeles, closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets, starting the second. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Aaron Holiday, and it's Eason in at the 3.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Şengün. No points yet. Some solid defense from Hayes. Down low. Here's Connect. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offensive floor through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie. Houston making some changes. Thompson comes in for Smith, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. Outside Whitmore. Outside Eason. Outside Whitmore. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Thompson, no good. Here are the Lakers with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Outside Finney-Smith. The shot, no good. Nice D from Thompson. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. The Lakers lead by 15. Pass to James. To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And since the All-Star break concluded, here's a view of which teams are leading the league in second chance points. The Rockets, number 1.
This team knows how to get it done on the offensive glass. And ever since the break, they've been putting in work and collecting a nice pile of second chance buckets.
Dylan Brooks checked in for Houston. Jalen Green comes in for Whitmore. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 5. Brooks from outside. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Inside, here's Finney-Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Every time this man gets an assist, it feels like every other night he just moves up the all-time leaderboard.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Lakers making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. Rockets trail by 17. To the paint. Here's Şengün. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Şengün's got his first points of the game.
This is where Şengün can really hurt you because he's so big and long.
Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game richer.
Particularly his assist number. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
Now here's Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the triple. Van Vliet's got 5.
A terrific response. Van Vliet not allowing the opposition to get the upper hand in that exchange.
Here's James. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Smith, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Green for 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Van Vliet misses.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
James passes to Reeves. Now Vanderbilt. Here's the floater, and the layup is good. Vanderbilt's gotten his first bucket of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside, Green. Back to Van Vliet. The baseline J is on the way. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one. James finds Reeves. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. 5 points in the game.
Nice concentration from Reeves. Never loses focus despite the contact.
3-pointer, Van Vliet. On target from range.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Count it for Vincent. Vincent's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's Los Angeles with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And before we get to a tightly contested game for the Celtics up against the Orlando Magic, a close one in the first quarter.
Both teams.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Houston Rockets.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's...
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. Now, here is James. Back to Hayes. Clock at 6. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. And another 3 for the Lakers.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few. He may be undersized, but Van Vliet, boy, this man has fantastic touch around the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred Van Vliet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. And the second free throw is good. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, BA. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now here's Green, still without a bucket. Van Vliet left side. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's James. That one drops for him. James has got 12.
Soft touch on the floater from James. It's impressive how well he can adjust his mechanics to almost any situation.
Thompson against Hachimura. Thompson, no good.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
That one's good for 2. He's got 7.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Green for 3. The Rockets again can't hit.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
And it's Hachimura missing.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
And again for 3.
And would you believe he's nearing 4th place for most three-pointers of all time?
Believe it. Not only does he have the talent, but he never stops working on a shot. Van Vliet hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Green against Reeves.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And stolen by Green. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. And it's hammered home by Green.
That is a dunk contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. On the wing, Hachimura, defended by Thompson. James, outside. Again, the Lakers score.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Pass to Brooks. And he lobs it up, and it's hammered home by Green.
This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. To the inside. The lob. Very well done.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Three-pointer, Van Vliet gets the 3 ball to go. Van Vliet's got 15 points.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Here's Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Outside, Green. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Şengün, a screen on Doncic. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Hayes.
And they've got all the confidence in the world letting Luka run the pick and roll. Just a top-notch decision maker.
And here's Van Vliet. 15 points in the game. Şengün, a screen on Doncic. Here's Van Vliet. Misses the jumper from the wing. And no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So the Houston 5 right now. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
Now here's Whitmore, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
Now here's Doncic. Hayes with a screen on Holiday. Doncic uses the glass to finish the layup.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here's Şengün. Rebound by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. Eason against James. Shoots over Eason. James can't get it to go.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Holiday finds Şengün. Three-pointer off the mark. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
And stolen by Holiday. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Outside Whitmore. Drops in the layup for 2. Whitmore's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. For 3. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, BA, through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out. In addition to skill set, most rookies need to adjust physically to the NBA. Not Whitmore. He's got grown man strength.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he drops it first. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Brooks, he's checked in for Houston. And that one drops. Van Vliet's got 9 points here in the second half.
Showing off his touch, Van Vliet making easy work off the mid-range.
Pass to Goodwin. And that one, good. Goodwin's gotten his first points in this one.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Here's Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Finney Smith passes to Goodwin. Here's the teardrop. No good. Green with the defensive effort. And it's Green with the ball for Houston. Van Vliet outside. There's the triple. Van Vliet missing again. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Finney Smith passes to Vanderbilt. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
Now here's Thompson. It's good from the top of the key.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And they've now won themselves a 2-1 advantage in this season series. We'll see if it's the same story when these two meet one last time.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Luka Doncic.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape his game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Milton's checked in for Vincent, and he sinks the second. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Sengun has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Sengun has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
Now here's Van Vliet, outside, Green. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter. No dice from 9 feet. Milton against Van Vliet. A nice shot by Milton.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Van Vliet outside. So we see the Lakers taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough. So we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.